Hallöchen Leute und willkommen zu Let's Play Symphonia Dawn's New World. Im letzten Part ist Martha kurz gestorben und dann wurde es jetzt zu einem Jutsu des Tausches. Und China ist in dieses Loch reingefallen. Und ich nehme jetzt allein auf, weil Jan müde ist. Wir haben auch schon spät, 1:08 Uhr. Und ich habe keine Lust zu kämpfen. Tschüss. Und tschüss. Wir laufen. Ich hätte jetzt eigentlich die Aufnahmesession beendet, aber ich habe keinen Speicherpunkt. Ach ja. Cutscene.
Thanks, Emil. For before.
About what?
When you thought I'd been killed, you got really furious. I half expected you to be relieved that this annoying girl was finally out of your hair.
I'd never think anything like that. When I saw you get stabbed, all I could think about was how I never told you how I felt.
What?
I want you to forget everything I said earlier about you telling me who I'm supposed to be. I don't really think that.
Wait, do you mean that you...
No, not that. It's just I know I'm not the person you think I am, but...
No, you're wrong. Sure, when we first started out together, I had it in my head that you were this all-powerful Prince Charming. But after a while, I realized you're actually scared of a lot of things.
Yeah, I'm sorry I'm so pathetic.
But that timid Emil is the one fighting for me with everything he's got, even though he never asked to get wrapped up in all this in the first place. It touches my heart far more than a hero who fights without fear.
What?
I think that the real you is much, much cooler than the fantasy I had in my mind.
I'm glad to see the two of you so happy.
After all that, don't you have anything to say to Marta?
It's okay. I'm going to go on loving you regardless of how you feel. You don't have to say anything.
Well, let's keep moving. I hope Sheen is all right.
Right.
Und eine Kiste. 3000 Gehalt. Ist doch gar nichts. Die Tür, genau. Ist hier ein Save Point? Please. Die Tür ist auf. Nö, wir machen einfach weiter. Ich komme schon irgendwann noch zum Safen. Irgendwann mal. 10 Parts später. Ich kann speichern. There's one. Pass auf, nach 5 Parts speichern wir das erste Mal jetzt. Die Stundenzahl übereinstimmt immer nicht mit meinem LP. Liegt an den Katzenmissionen, die ich gemacht habe. Wie Just Picture unten Ende. Egal, machen wir weiter. Und Cutscene.
Something smells.
What is this terrible stench?
That smells familiar.
That's Oda's seduction. That means Dex is here.
This is bad. She's not waking up.
Alice, my darling, your dear Dex is here. Now open your eyes for me.
I'm surprised she hasn't come to yet. Your cologne could wake the dead.
You're entranced by my alluring scent as well. However, I am pledged to my darling Alice.
Dex?
You came just in time. This girl broke my fall. Can you use healing arts to help?
Marta? But Richter killed you.
Just a minute. You know Richter? Are you guys friends with that creep?
Sheena, those two are both members of the Vanguard. Ow! What the?
Alice, my darling, it's your prince, Dex.
What the? Why is Double Dex here? Ugh! Get away from me, you reek! Mart? Why are you still alive? What, Richter failed?
Yes, my dearest Alice. And after all that trouble I went to, transforming to lure Marta away from her friends.
Daddy! You... That was
was nothing but a disguise.
Sheena, is that similar to your ninja technique?
No. Even the most advanced techniques of the Igaguri style involve some sort of trick or device.
Well, well. Guess I'll just have to take care of little Mart myself. I can't wait to see the look on Richter's face when I tell...
Let me help, my dearest Alice.
Dex, you stink. Stay away from me. Now then, be a good girl and say your prayers before I send you off to heaven.
Not so fast! Celsius! This ice wall won't hold forever. Let's get out of here while we still can.
China ist wieder drin. Kommt direkt ins Team rein. So, weil ich kämpfe lieber immer mit den Tads of Characters, also mit den Tads, mit den Haupt-Characters halt. Ich habe nicht gerne die Monster im Team. Sind zwar stark, aber...
Does anyone else smell that?
Yeah, something sure stinks.
It smells like an attempt to take a masculine fragrance and strengthen it to ludicrous levels.
I think it's coming from Emil.
What?
It's not me. It's this Ode seduction stuff that guy Dex forced on me.
Otis seduction?
You put that stuff on? That's so creepy.
Well, I mean...
My apologies. I believe that is one of my company's products.
What?
I'll send an order to the factory to halt production immediately. This odor is a menace.
Just what sort of corporation is the Lazareno Group anyway?
Der Gestank ist ja nicht zumutbar. Aber entwickelt so ein Parfüm? Ja, natürlich. No. No.
You really have a knack for falling into pits, Sheena.
Hey, it's not like I threw myself down that thing for the fun of it. By the time I realized that hole was there, it was already too late.
I thought it might just be part of your destiny as a descendant of the Fujibayashi line.
Very funny. Besides, what kind of crummy destiny would involve falling into holes?
Well, your ancestry could have a long history of falling into life's pitfalls.
Tenebray, das war nicht nett. Aber so kennen wir ihn ja. No. Okay. Dann kämpfen wir. Es sind ja 4 Gegner. 4 gegen 4. Ja, ausgeglichen gehabt. Hier. Bam. Ich kann auch immer nicht zaubern, Martha. Also, flieg jetzt ab damit. Und tschüss. Ich wollte wieder nicht mal aufhören, weil ich habe echt wieder Lust drauf bekommen. Weil jetzt kam die ganze Woche kein Symphonia. Und deswegen nehme ich einfach mal wieder auf Horror auf. Ich hatte die ganze Woche jetzt gar keine Lust. Ich wollte sogar die LPs erstmal probieren, aber dann heute geschlafen. Aufgewacht. Ne, ich mach weiter. Okay, Regal, du hast den Kampf beendet, obwohl... Killstealer. Merke ich mir. Arschloch. Oh, das habt ihr jetzt nicht gehört, dieses Wort. Nein, Spaß, das seid ihr von mir gewohnt. Ach ja. Und jetzt rennen wir aber erstmal... No. Oh, hallo Fenrir. Gefällt's mir nicht. Regal, warum brauchst du so viel deine TP eigentlich so schnell? Und wie? Kannst du das mal verraten? Den Zaubertrack musst du mir mal beibringen. Was hat China? Hat glaube ich Wind, ne? Keine Ahnung. Ich meine China hat Windelement oder so. Ich selber aber keine Ahnung. Hier, Running Tiger. Und jetzt kommt Swallow Fury. Komm, du gehst kaputt, Fenrir. Tschüss. Ganz genau. Rico hat die Fähigkeit Kapier gelernt. Success. Ich hab's mit meinem Success, ich weiß. Wo wir gerade von Fertigkeiten dran sind. Kann ich was Neues? Irgendwas Wichtiges oder so? Nö. Die sowieso nicht. Ach komm schon. Oh, er konnte aber alles anlegen. Finde ich gut. Und hat jetzt 3000 HP schon. Nicht schlecht, aber wir haben eh schon fast Max HP. Die erreicht man ziemlich schnell, finde ich. Okay, Cutscene. Ich bin ruhig.
I think we lost Alice and Dex.
Looks like it.
And Richter, too.
Emil.
I wonder if Richter had anything to do with the kidnapping of that shopkeeper.
If so, he certainly has a roundabout way of doing things.
Remember, he said something along the lines of not wanting Emil to see him kill Marta.
Oh, is the real shopkeeper all right?
Of course. My scouts should be escorting him back to town as we speak.
Thank God.
Why do humans have this tendency to stop and talk? Need I remind you that we are currently being pursued?
Come to think of it, I've been meaning to ask. What the hell are you? A summon spirit or something?
I'm a Centurion. I'd be more than happy to discuss it with you in detail once we get away from here.
Are all Centurions as moody as you?
Ach, sieh mal einer an.
Man, that guy reeked to high heaven.
Yes, that was his ode to seduction.
Sorry to interrupt this fascinating discussion, but if it continues much longer, our enemies are bound to catch up with us.
Oh, okay, I get it. You want us to stop talking, right?
Exactly. I hereby proclaim a ban on speaking.
Moment, ich renne im Kreis. Wie es geht.
I can't stand it. I just can't be so quiet for this long.
Excuse me if I'm mistaken, but as your profession is akin to that of a spy, I'd imagine that silence would occasionally be essential in your line of work?
You sure talk a lot for a dog.
I am not a dog, I am a Centurion. We Centurions are not summoned spirits, nor are we animals, but rather...
If we keep yapping like this, we'll get caught.
But-
Speaking ban in effect.
Pass auf, das geht noch weiter. Es gibt nur eins davon. Raus.
My, this is wonderful. If only we could travel this quietly all Quiet! Oh, right. My apologies.
Ich finde das so geil. Ja, aber ich würde sagen, ich beende jetzt auch hier endlich die Aufnahmesession. Weil ich schon so spät und so. Also würde ich sagen, wir sehen uns beim nächsten Mal wieder, wenn es wieder heißt Tales of Symphonia, Dawn of New World. Also dann bis zum nächsten Mal. Tschüss.